All right, welcome in everybody. Race number 2. Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder. Open setup series for these guys. Lanier Speedway, the site of race number 2. Got about 27, 28 360 sprint cars checked in for this one. I see the points leader in the house. Let's take a quick look at the points. Austin Semmelman, 714 markers. He's 114 ahead of Shea Paulo. Josh Steinke, Richie Preston, and Cameron Merriman are rounding out that top 5. I do not see Cameron Merriman's name in the entry list tonight, but I do see everyone else in that top 4. Practice will be winding down in about 20 seconds. We'll get our pre-race ceremonies out of the way. Get ready to watch these guys get out here for heat races after they have qualified. Should have about 3 heats. And have about 9 cars in each heat. Practice winding down. And that means it's time for our pre-race ceremonies.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, a big thank you to Mr. and Mr. Foley for their pre-race ceremonies. Qualifying about to wrap up. David Diller, Kendall Tucker, Josh Steinke, 3 quick qualifiers. 12.247, 12.255, and 12.276 seconds respectively. Just about every car has taken time already. We will get ready to line out the heat races. Should have 3. Should have about 9 cars in each one. 27 cars checked in for tonight. We will put 20 into our feature. Get ready for our starting lineup in heat race number 1 here in just a few seconds. Definitely going to see David Diller on the pole. Quick in the first race, quick in this one as well. Just waiting for the cars to start gridding out on the front stretch. It's going to have 8 laps. 9 cars in each heat race. On the pole, the Elida Machine and Tool, number 554 from Elida, Ohio. David Diller on his outside. The Wilkes Auto Service Handmade Motorsports Sim Team number 13 from Genesee, Wisconsin, Eric Wilt. Row 2 on the inside, the Team ABR, number 112 of Alex Bergeron on his outside, the Jessup Logistics, owns up Simsport, number 25 from West Middlesex, Pennsylvania, Richie Preston. Row 3 on the inside, the Greg Dahlman Racing Sandbagger Sim Team at number 5 from Temple, Florida, Mad Max Snap-on on his outside, Mr. Tim Sims himself. Here is the Tim Sims, number 24 from Lima, Ohio, Mr. Tim Nichols. Row 4 on the inside, the Indy Race Parts Hammerhead Sim Racing, number 92 from Hopstad, Indiana, Peyton Grease. On the outside of him, from Owasso, Oklahoma, in the 13 car, going to be Cody Kelly. On the back row, the Shake and Bake Racing, number 1 from Junction City, Kansas, going to be Jacob Schmutz. So one more time around. Green out of turn 4. Drivers know where the start line is. Turn it over to our pole sitter, David Diller, Eric Wilkie. On the front row, they'll get us green. 8 laps of racing. Get things started in session number 2 tonight. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Appreciate everybody being here. Sit back, enjoy the show. Sun found its way behind a cloud as the drivers went down the backstretch. Should change things just a little bit. The green flag into the air. We are racing heat race number 1. Diller jumped quickly out front. You see Alex Bergeron working the bottom side. He's going to come out of turn 2. Second, Stambaugh and Preston had contact. Both drivers able to continue. Wilkie in third. Preston hanging on there was in fourth, but Peyton Grease works his way around the top side. He's going to have that spot out of turn 2. Move Preston, then Stambaugh, Kelly, Nichols, and Schmutz in that order. Right now going to watch the battle at the front. Alex Bergeron, slide job on Diller. Diller able to cross him back, take the spot back, going into 3 and 4. He leads again at the end of lap 2. Good battle up front. Grease went after Wilkie for third. Didn't make that happen. He's going to lose 2 spots. Gives Wilkie back his. And Preston a spot now, working back out of 4. He's going to try to go 2 for 1 again. Through 1 and 2. That didn't work out for him either. He may give up a 3rd spot here if he's not careful. Stambaugh right there as Preston slid Wilkie out of 4 with 3 to go. Diller, Bergeron battling up front. Into 1 and 2 with 2 to go. Diller slide job, but now shuts the door going down into 3. Made Bergeron have to check up just a little bit. He's going to get to the white flag first. Diller, then Bergeron. Now Peyton Grease into 3rd. He'll have one of the direct transfer spots straight to our feature. Going back to watch the lead out of 4. David Diller wins heat race number 1. Alex Bergeron 2nd, then Grease in 3rd. Wilkie, Stambaugh, Preston, Nichols, Kelly, and Schmutz in our consolation races tonight. So 1 down and 2 to go. On a pole for heat race number 2, the Swindale Speed Labs number 00 from Mount Airy, North Carolina, Kendall Tucker. And on the outside of him, the other double-lot car going to be Blake Cannon. Didn't know we had 2 of those tonight, but we do. Row 2 inside. Scott King's Designs, 19 Design, Tony Stewart Racing. Semmelman Racing, number 118 from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, Austin Semmelman. And on his outside, the Dirt Armada Wicked Cushion Next Gen Fab Team ABR number 22. Metamora, Ohio. We call him Sir Fence a lot, Jason Nygaard. The 3rd row on the inside, the Tim Sims Black Number Motorsports number 1X from Pittsboro, Indiana. Mason Hannigan on his outside, the Dirt Co. Media House number 6 of Cody Olson. In the 4th row on the inside, the go to stcroix.com number 17 from Naugatuck, Connecticut, Christopher Monroe. And on the outside of him in the high side racewear, Fastline Speedway Engines UDSRA number 56 from Livingston, Montana, David the Flying Fossil Flick. And on the back row, the 911 machine, going to be Brian Korlacki. 9 cars, 8 laps, top 2 to the dash, top 3 to the feature. Everybody else into the soup. So we'll get ready for heat race number 2 with Tucker and Cannon on our front row. Oh, cool. All right, pace truck is in. Green flag is in the air. Good start. Everybody side by side, that time down into one. Jump back to the front here and watch the top 5 in a battle. Jason Nygaard with a nice move out of 4. Gets the inside on Cannon. Short slider there in 1 and 2. He and Cannon with a little bit of contact. Nygaard had the right rear up in front. He's going to hang on to second. Semmelman, the 18 machine, trying to take that away. He's the car running the bottom right now. Nygaard still chasing Tucker. Semmelman trying to work the inside. Tucker finds the outside wall in 1 and 2. Able to keep the car straight, but he really put a lot of damage on that machine. And Jason Nygaard's going to have your lead with 3 laps to go. Semmelman not giving up on the inside, and here comes Cody Olson. Side by side for the lead again that lap. Still Semmelman on the inside. Nygaard on the top side. Great race at the front. Top 2 side by side with 2 laps to go. Semmelman had the advantage for about 10 feet. Nygaard found the momentum around the top side. He's got the lead at the line. White flag in the air. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Final time. Here comes the slide job from Semmelman. Nygaard cuts beneath him. Nygaard wins it. Semmelman second. Olson was third. Hannigan, Monroe, Flick, Tucker, Korlacki, and Cannon in that order. Great finish at the front for those two. Sir Fencelot picking up the win. All right, final heat race, gridding out on our front stretch for us. On the pole, the Tim Sims Ultimate Dirt TV 19 Designs Black Number Motorsports number 80 from Plymouth, Wisconsin, Josh Steike. On his outside, the Alkaline 88, Brent Mark Sim Team number 27 from Ontario, Ohio, Kevin Click. Row 2 on the inside, the over-the-wall photography number 72, Milford, Ohio's Jeffrey Stewart. And on his outside, the BAPS Auto Supply Wicked Cushion Brent Mark Sim Racing Team number 15 from Farmington, Minnesota, Michael Sheridan. Row 3 on the inside, the Brown & Miller Racing Solutions number 88 from Concord, North Carolina, John Harper. And to the outside of him, the Scott King Designs Team SKD number 12 this time from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Scott King. Row 4 on the inside, the 555 of Benji Hicks. And on the outside of him, the over-the-wall photography Elbows Up Sim Sports number 21 from Hanford, California, Shea Paulo. And on the back row, on the inside by himself, Forrest and Wigging I-55 Laura's UDSRA number 73 from St. Louis, Missouri, Mr. Larry Moody. 73 car not making the call for his heat race. We'll see if he makes it to his C or B main, whichever it's going to be tonight. At 27 cars, we will have 18 to figure out where we're going to get our final 11 from. So C main, B main. Steinke and Click going to give us the front row and of the start right here out of turn 4 for heat race number 3. The bar set very high for these guys. They're going to put on a show like the guys in heat 2 did. And the green flag is in the air. We are underway racing. Final heat race of the night, session 2. Lanier Speedway Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder Series presented by Tim Sims. You see Harper throwing the slider through the middle. That was for 4th and 5th. Didn't get it done. Steinke still in front. Stewart running second, but off the top side. Kevin Click, the 25 machine, going to poke his nose in front, headed into 3 and 4, and he should have the spot out of 4, and he does. Moves Stewart back to 3rd. Michael Sheridan, the 15 car, running in that 4th position. Sheridan trying to work in the middle, see if he can find some magic through the middle. Everybody else, bottom or top. Needs to move himself one spot forward if he's going straight to the feature, not have to work through the B main. And it is all Steinke out in front, halfway home. Heat race number 3. Click barely hanging on to second. There you saw Sheridan make the move on the inside of Stewart into 1 and 2. Had to yield not to slide up into the 72 car. This time I don't think Stewart's going to get quite as lucky. I think if Sheridan gets the nose in there, he's going to keep it. Not quite that time. But it is allowing Kevin Click to get away from these two. And now Shea Paulo in fifth, throwing his hat into the ring for that third and final transfer spot with 2 laps to go. Steinke a full second in front of Click. Battle is for the third and final transfer spot right now. Stewart's got it. Paulo and Sheridan won it. White flag into the air and around the top side. Here comes Sheridan. Big head of steam down the backstretch. Can he hang on to it in 3 and 4? Goes with the slider line. Steinke and Click 1-2. Sheridan takes the third and final transfer spot at the line by half a car. Stewart, Paulo, Harper, King, Hicks, and Moody in that order. Heat racing over for the evening. And we're going to move on to the C main. We're going to take 4 cars out of the C main, move them into the B main. And I believe out of the B main, everyone will transfer into our feature. We'll have to wait and see when we get up there. So I have 11 here, which means there's 7 there. 4 makes 11. I think that's how the math is going to work out. On the pole will be the flying Fossil David Flick. To his outside, John Harper. Row 2, Tim Nichols inside, Kendall Tucker outside. Not used to seeing the Tucker machine in the C main, but we'll see if he can make a transfer spot. Scott King inside row 3 with Cody Kelly on his outside. Brian Korlacki, the 4th row inside. Benji Hicks outside of him. Jacob Schmutz on the 5th row on the inside with Blake Cannon. Another car not used to seeing in the C main, but he is starting in the 10th spot. And Larry Moody scheduled to start in that final 11th position. Doesn't look like he's going to make it. So we'll have 10 cars racing for 4 spots. Don't forget, guys, if you're on any of the Facebook pages, drop by the Dirt Racing Network, like, share, follow if you haven't already. And if you're on YouTube or Twitch, hit that subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tomorrow night, Sim 500. Sprint car guys back in action. I want to say that is at 9:15 Eastern, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Tune in for that. And then Wednesday night Warriors from the Dirt Slingers, the modified series at 8 Eastern. And Thursday, 8 Eastern, the Dirt Slingers, Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaws. Our weekly series. Right now, green out of turn 4. C main about to get underway. Flick and Harper on the front row. Good start for Harper on the outside. 12 laps to get it settled. We're looking for 4 cars into the feature. Kendall Tucker already up and into third. Tim Nichols, the 24 machine, that bright yellow and black machine, sitting in your final transfer spot right now. He's got company. Scott King around the inside. Not going to be able to do anything at that time. We'll go towards the front. Tucker now going to make a bid for the lead. He's right behind Harper. Cuts across in front of Flick. Tries to come off the bottom. He is there, and Harper knows he's there. Slide job in 3 and 4. Easy counter that time, but not enough. Kendall Tucker leads that lap. Tucker, Harper, Flick, and Scott King has gotten around on the outside now. Tim Nichols, those two side by side in 3 and 4. Don't look now. Here comes the 0-0 of Blake Cannon around the very top. While these two are battling each other, slowing each other's down, he's going to run the top side free and clear. Move Blake Cannon into that final transfer position. Tucker and Harper still battling at the front for first and second. Slide job city up here as they're going to come to halfway. This time out of 4. Looks like Tucker has secured the spot. So Tucker, Harper, Flick into third. Here comes Cannon. Cannon trying to get around Flick, put him on the bubble. Goes for the slider inside out up in the center of the corner. He got it to stick that time. Move Cannon from 10th position into third. 4.5 laps to go. Tucker, Harper, Cannon. That black 56 car, your bubble machine right now, and he's got a pretty healthy gap over 5th place Tim Nichols. Nichols, Hicks, King, Kelly, Schmutz, and Korlacki rounding out the field with 3 laps to go for Kendall Tucker. 1 second over Blake Cannon, who was around Harper, and Harper threw the slider. Now they trade them back, and here comes the 88 once again. Not able to make a stick that time. Move Cannon to second. Harper is third, and Flick is fourth. A white flag this time for Kendall Tucker. C-Main about to close out. Cannon still second. Harper and Flick as they are into lap traffic. But it is all Kendall Tucker in the C-Main. He's going to transfer to the B with Blake Cannon, John Harper, and David Flick. So we'll see those 4 guys in our B-Main, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see those 4 guys in our feature. Nichols, Hicks, King, Kelly, Schmutz, Korlacki, and Moody. Thanks for coming, boys. We'll see you next week. All right, 11 cars scheduled for the B-Main. On the pole, the 13 machine of Eric Wilkie to the outside, the 1X of Mason Hannigan. Row 2 on the inside, the 72, Jeff Stewart to the outside, the 5 of Max Stambaugh. The third row on the inside, the 17, Chris Monroe, the outside, the 21, Shea Paulo. Row 4 inside, Richie Preston, the 25 car. And from the C-Main, Kendall Tucker in the 00. And in the fifth row on the inside, the other double lot machine, Blake Cannon, John Harper, both from the C-Main. And on the back row by himself, David Flick, transferred through with the other 3. So there's your 11-car lineup. They are racing for their starting position in the feature. Pole dash will be after this. Top 2 from each heat race. They will redraw 4 positions. However they finish in that pole dash is how they will start in the feature. We'll put these 11 cars in behind those 6 plus all of the third place finishers. Put 20 cars out here for 30 laps. Looks like the track still has a lot of grip. It's going to get a little more worn in. You can see that top groove down the straightaway is really getting worn out. The place to be, the middle and the bottom. But these guys will be going green out of turn 4 with Wilkie and Hannigan on the front row. Hello, Mr. Hoskins. Good to see you in chat, buddy. All right, B-Main, 14 laps. Everybody's going to transfer. This is just for their starting positions. Pace truck is in. Wilkie's onto the throttle. Hannigan right there with him. Good start for the front 2 rows, side by side, all the way back to about row number 4. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4 for the first time. Wilkie on the top side. Will he have the lead at the line? No. Mason Hannigan by a skosh. These 2 are going to stay battling side by side. Now Wilkie had an advantage on entry, got the car a little sideways right at the beginning of the corner. Oh, finds the fence out of 4 a little bit, going to cost him a couple of spots. Stambaugh goes by. Stewart goes by. Wilkie falls to 4th, finds the fence again. Not sure there isn't some damage on that right front. Keeps pulling that 13 car up the hill. Cars going by him like he's sitting still. Hannigan, Stewart, Stambaugh, Tucker now all the way up to the 4th spot. Kendall Tucker from row number 4 on the outside into your top 3, top 4. Hannigan, Stambaugh, Stewart, Tucker, Shea Paulo into 5th. Blake Cannon now up to 6th. Wilkie back to 7th. Preston, Monroe, Harper, and Flick in that order. Go back to the front. Watch the battle for the lead starting to heat up, getting ready to be close to halfway. 8 to go this time by. Stambaugh around the top side had the lead that time. Hannigan to 2nd, Tucker to 3rd. Now Hannigan stumbles out of 2. That's going to let both Stambaugh and Tucker go. And Tucker went for the slider. Now they're 3 wide on the exit. That time at the line, Stambaugh by a nose. Still a good 3-way battle for the lead. Mason Hannigan down to the bottom. Big slider across. Tucker caught the fence. Had to back up, gives away 2 spots. Stambaugh, Hannigan, Tucker, that order. Jeff Stewart in 4th, Blake Cannon up to 5th. Shea Paulo battling between 5th and 6th with Cannon. This time Hannigan with a good slide job. He just can't make that car get the drive on exit right there that he needs. Stambaugh is able to keep the lead. Slider into the corner. Ooh, move to the left front a little for Stambaugh. Hannigan this time. But a big head of steam for Tucker around the top side. Now Stambaugh falling to 3rd as Hannigan tried to cover the line for Tucker. Here comes Cannon. Tucker and Cannon 1st and 3rd. Hannigan the beating that sandwich. 3 laps to go. Stambaugh 4th. Paulo 5th. Stewart is 6th. Here comes Richie Preston. He runs in the 7th spot. Oh, contact. Hannigan and Cannon. Is everybody going to keep them square? I'm not sure. Car was sideways, and caution as Stambaugh was the car that got sideways. So a lot of contact, and this happened a little bit in front of Max right here, and then just kind of careens and keeps him in it. Stewart gets in the middle of it. Wilkie gets a piece of it. Stambaugh gets sideways. That's what triggered our caution. But that started way back in turns 3 and 4. Going to be a really tough call because it started off as just a racing deal and ended up with a half a dozen cars, ended up with contact in that deal. So we'll see what race control does. They'll have 2 to go. There'll be a green-white checker on the restart. And we'll see how the race control guys call that one. They may just call it a racing deal because there was so much contact and it went on for so long, it's hard to pin it on one person. It looks like that's how they're going to leave it. Lights are off on the pace truck. Single file on the restart. Tucker, Cannon, Paulo, Preston, Wilkie, Hannigan, Flick, Harper, Monroe, Stambaugh, and Stewart. The pace truck will make the hard left into the infield, waiting on Tucker to give us the go. He does out of turn 4. Green flag once again. Lap and a half to go. Top 3. Tucker, Cannon, Paulo, Richie Preston working around that high side. Had 4th. White flag in the air. Shea Paulo making tracks down on the bottom, was right beside Cannon that time down the front stretch. Going to have to make some magic here in 3 and 4. Looks like Tucker's going to win it. Cannon's going to come home second. Then Paulo, Preston, Wilkie, Flick, Hannigan, Harper, Monroe, Stambaugh, and Stewart in that order. Basically how they restarted, it's how they finished. 20 cars have been selected for the feature race. We're going to take the top 2 from each heat, bring them back out here for the pole dash. 6 laps. Will be the distance. How they finish here is how they will start the feature. Alex Bergeron, Jason Nygaard, Josh Steinke, Kevin Click, David Diller, and Austin Semmelman. The 6 cars to roll out. There's already been a redraw. They will tell them what order they will be lining up in. Vogel, what's up, Vogel? All right, waiting for him to form up the field. Looks like Diller is going to go outside the front row. Nygaard inside, so Nygaard on the pole, Diller outside. Steinke inside row 2 with Bergeron on the outside of him, and then Austin Semmelman inside row 3 with Kevin Click on his outside. So interesting a redraw there. Going to make things a little challenging. That 22 car likes to be at the fence. So we'll see what happens with Nygaard. They're going to go green out of 4 right here. 6 laps on the board. Pole dash. Waiting on Sir Fence-A-Lot to give us the go-ahead right here. Jumps on the throttle. Green flag in the air. 6 laps of racing to determine the front 3 rows for tonight's A main. And Nygaard tries to go top shelf. Here comes Diller. Here comes Bergeron. Steinke on the inside with Semmelman. They were 3 wide on the exit for just a second of turn 4 right there. Still Nygaard out in front, but here comes Bergeron, the 2 ABR teammates. 1-2 into turn 3. And they're going to come out of turn 4 and still be 1 and 2. They were 3 wide at the line. Steinke on top, Diller in the middle, Semmelman on the bottom for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Now Steinke asserts himself into 3rd. Diller still in the middle, hanging on to 4th. Semmelman down on the bottom, had it that time at the line. P2 to go, this time out of turn number 4. Steinke making a bid to take 2nd away from Bergeron. Not happening. Still Nygaard out in front. Bergeron 2nd. Steinke was 3rd. Diller Put a little bump in the back of the 80 right there. A white flag coming out. This time Bergeron went to the bottom. Still Nygaard 1, Bergeron 2, Steinke in 3. Now Steinke finds the fence. Diller to 3rd, Semmelman to 4th, Steinke back to 5th. But it is going to be out of turn 4. Jason Serfensalot. Nygaard picking up the win of the pole dash. He'll start out front. For tonight's feature, Alex Bergeron behind him. David Diller in 3rd. Austin Semmelman was 4th. Josh Steinke 5th. And Kevin Click in the 6th spot. So we'll get ready for everybody to get everything under control and get fueled back up. And while they're doing that, getting ready for the feature race, we'll let you check this out. All right, everybody getting things in order. Ready to advance and go to our feature race here. The driver's just waiting for the final lineups. Looks like they're going to roll a few cars out. Maybe try to pack the middle of the track in. Not sure what is going on there. I think these guys might be looking for super slick. Well, maybe not. Maybe race control is going to go ahead and advance the session. We'll get ready for feature lineups. 20 cars. 30 green flag laps. We will get ready to head back to the 4th row. It'll be paint and grease on the inside of row 4 with Cody Olson on his outside. Row 5 going to be Michael Sheridan inside, Kendall Tucker outside. The 6th row, Blake Cannon inside, Shea Paulo outside. Row 7, Richie Preston inside, Eric Wilkie on the outside of that row. The 8th row, David Flick inside, Mason Hannigan outside. Row 9 going to be Chris Monroe inside, Mad Max Stambaugh on the outside. And the back row will be Jeff Stewart inside, John Harper outside. We know that Nygaard and Bergeron will be in row 1. David Diller and Josh Steinke, or David Diller and Kevin Click, and then Josh Steinke. And it actually, I don't think that's right. I think the 3rd row is Semmelman is in there, and I think that Click and Steinke are on the back row. But we'll wait till they get them lined up. The green flag will come out. They'll stay at pace speed. They will fix that front 3 rows. Put them in the order they finished in their pole dash. And then the next 2 laps will be checking the rest of the rows. And they will get ready to turn it over to the pole sitter, and he will start us at the end of lap 3 on the scoreboard. At that point, the iRacing service will throw all the cautions. We'll call the action, and the admins will look for any caution claims by the drivers when there is a caution period. We do know that it will be Jason Nygaard and Alex Bergeron on our front row. David Diller and Austin Semmelman in row 2. And Josh Steinke and Kevin Click in the 3rd row. They will rearrange the field here. There we go. Got the front row. Got row number 2 going. Row 3. They'll finish this lap and start checking rows 4 through 10. Appreciate everybody spending some time on a Monday evening with us. Hope you're enjoying the show. Don't forget, like, share, follows, and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Every time DRN goes live, you'll know about it. All right, they are checking the final handful of rows back here One more time around, they will spot the start line for the front row. Turn the field over to that 22 car out in front. And he will give us a start out of turn 4 the next time. 30 green flag laps. All right, should get the green this time out of turn 4. Nygaard, Bergeron, row 1 on the throttle, green flag in the air. We are racing Monday Night Thunder race number 2 from Lanier. Nygaard around the top side. Is he going to be able to hang on to the lead? His teammate went to the bottom. Nygaard takes it back in turn 4. Nygaard, Bergeron, Diller, Simmelman, your top 4. Josh Steinke in the 5th spot. And Peyton Grease in 6th. Michael Sheridan, Kevin Click, Cody Olson, and Blake Cannon in your top 10 right now. Launcher cars out of shape. Saw Sheridan sideways a little bit right there. Wiggling in between cars down the front stretch. He gets it gathered back up. They're too wide, too deep behind him. Right now, that is 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Cody Olson, that black 6 car, the silver 6 on it, is your 12th place runner right now. At the front, Nygaard around the top side, Bergeron around to the bottom in 3 and 4, around the top in 1 and 2. Semmelman now working the middle against Diller. Good battle here for 3rd, side by side. They're side by side behind that, almost 3 wide. As Josh Steinke now starting to make headway, running up on the cushion. Semmelman clears Diller. Now Steinke side by side with Diller. Diller stuck on the bottom. Steinke will clear him down to 1 and 2. The battle kind of heating up at the front. Teammates nose to tail. Bergeron went to the bottom, looks for some grip, couldn't get it there on his teammate. Still 1-2 for Nygaard, Bergeron, Simmelman in 3rd. Steinke 4th, Diller is 5th. Kendall Tucker now running in the penthouse, making up time on the top, cuts the car early in 3 and 4. He's going to be beside Diller when they come out at 2 if he keeps his momentum up. Not this time. Diller found a grip on the bottom, able to pull away down the back stretch. Caution on the speedway. Not sure if it's for the 56 car, but we will jump back and take a look at what's going on with the Flying Fossil back here. It was not him. Might be Shea Paulo. Let's see what happened to the 21 car. He is right there around the 92 car. Off the corner, little tail whip action, and that is going to turn the 21 car upside down. So that was what the caution was for. Take a peek at the top 10 before we get the one to go. Nygaard, Bergeron, Simmelman, Steinke, Diller, Tucker, Cannon, Sheridan, Olson, and Mad Max Stambaugh cracking his way into the top 10 now. About 5 laps short of halfway. It looked like it, man. You had 4th going there for a while in that C-Main, and wheels kind of started to come off. As long as you're having fun while you're doing it, buddy. All right. Should be our one to go. Base truck's about to make the hard left into the infield. Jason Nygaard from the front gets us restarted. The driver's instructed to stay single file all the way through the start-finish line. They do so. Good restart. Here comes Simmelman. Got the inside position on Bergeron that time. The 18 car trying to work the bottom of Bergeron. Too much momentum out of 3 and 4. 1 and 2 looks like it's really good. Down on the bottom, 3 and 4, not quite as much. Nygaard, Bergeron, Simmelman, Steinke. David Diller still runs in the 5th spot right there. He's putting all kinds of pressure on the back end of the 18 car. Here comes Kendall Tucker and Blake Cannon, nose to tail. That is 6th and 7th. Cody Olson back here. Michael Sheridan just got around him. Mad Max Snamball working his way in there. That is 10th. Back to watching the 2 cars at the front. Bergeron to the bottom. Nygaard around the top. Too much momentum, and once again, caution. I think the 13 car of Eric Wilkie maybe in this one. Oh, yeah, out of 2. John Harper, nowhere to go. Wilkie caught the fence, turned the car sideways. That 88 machine, plenty the worse for the wear on that one. As the drivers will roll in, catch up to the pace truck. Just crossed the halfway point, or right at the halfway point now. They will be there when they restart. 15 down, 15 to go. Once again, appreciate everybody spending your Monday evening with us. Glad you could join us. Tomorrow night, right back here at 9:15 Eastern, Sim 500 Series, 360 Sprint cars in action. I want to say about round number 11 for those guys. They go 1 week of sprints, 1 week of late models. The points count across the board. So interesting, fun series. Come check us out tomorrow night. But we are back to green flag racing in the feature here. Good start for Bergeron in second right there. Almost pulled alongside down into turns 1 and 2. Nygaard against the top side, right on the cushion, and he's going to have the momentum out of 4. Here comes Austin Semmelman. He is trying to put pressure on Bergeron. Bergeron not sure where to go, and now Semmelman 2 for 1 slide job. Can he hang on to it? Doesn't look like it. Nygaard right back by, lost a little momentum on that entry. And now it's a stacked up mess as Bergeron gets it. There goes Tucker around.
All right, man, caution is out.
We'll be able to go back and see Kendall Tucker's car. Not sure what happened. I was watching the guys in the front. I think he and Sheridan maybe have a little bit of contact. Nope, on the exit, just a little bit of drift out. Semmelman was getting the car lined up for the exit. And that put Tucker into the fence right there. But it looks like the 00 car able to roll away. I think that's a racing incident for those guys. I mean, 2 guys fighting for the same piece of real estate. You can't fault one. He was trying to get his car online. The other guy was just trying to get somewhere. And they will go back to the last time they crossed the stripe. And I think that's going to put the 18 car of Austin Semmelman out in front of this. So Semmelman, and Nygaard, Bergeron, Steinke, and Sheridan will be the top 5 on this restart. Right at 13 laps to go. So just past the halfway point. Pace truck is in. Semmelman's on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Now we'll see if the 22 car can run wide open on the top and run down the 18 machine. Bergeron putting some pressure on his teammate. He's running way lower and able to keep it up. We're going to go back here. Josh Steinke looked like his car lost a bunch of momentum getting into 1 and 2. Oh, Stambaugh comes across and finds Cannon. Everybody kind of getting them straightened out here. Now, caution towards the back. Okay, David Flick. Let's go see what happened to 56 car. He is back here with Tucker and Grease. Oh, and Peyton Grease impales the 56 car down into 3 and 4. So we'll see what race control thinks about that. We'll go back to the front. Semmelman still leads it over Nygaard, Bergeron. Now Sheridan in fourth and Steinke is fifth. Cannon, Olsen, Stambaugh, Click, and Preston rounding out the top 10. As we'll have 10 to go. All right, green this time out of turn 4. Semmelman, Nygaard, Bergeron, your top 3.
Green, green, green.
I think Jason Nygaard got caught sleeping a little bit right there. Big problems going down into turn 1. 15 car of Michael Sheridan. Not sure if he caught the fence on his own. He did not. He had a lot of help back there. All right, back to it. One more restart. Semmelman, Nygaard, Bergeron, Steinke, Olsen, your top 5. Stambaugh, Click, Hannigan, Monroe, Grease, and Tucker. All right, back to green flag racing once again. Semmelman with a good start. Wides back here, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Now Nygaard with a little bit of problems down the backstretch, going to allow Bergeron to pull alongside. He may have 2nd this time out of 4. Does at the line, but may not be able to hang on to it. Semmelman working the middle and able to stave these guys off, running the bottom and the top right here. Looks like something coming back in the middle of the track. 7 laps to go this time. Nygaard that time 2nd at the line. Bergeron 3rd. Steinke, Olsen, your top 5. Max Stambaugh right outside in 6th. Here comes the Hurricane, Mason Hannigan, Kevin Click, Kendall Tucker, and Chris Monroe. Monroe and Tucker going at it back and forth back here for 10th position. Good battle between those two. Back to the front. Bergeron first. Now that time, Semmelman was first. Bergeron went down into 3, and he found the fence with the left front tire. He's going to give the spot back to his teammate Jason Nygaard. Still Steinke and Olsen 4th and 5th. Ooh, Max Stambaugh drove it in deep, moved Olsen up the hill. He's going to take over the 5th spot. That opened the door for Hannigan to take a peek late in this one, see if he can take 6th away. 3 to go that time by. Still Semmelman out in front. Now 0.8 of a second. Nygaard trying to run him down. Out of 4. 2 to go. 3/4 of a second. Didn't make up much time. Right rear banging off the wall. White flag in hand for the flag man. Shows it to Semmelman. Austin Semmelman through 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to win the feature tonight and extend the points lead. Jason Nygaard in 2nd. Alex Bergeron going to come home in 3rd. Top 3 to the front stretch, please. Steinke, Stambaugh, Hannigan, Olsen, Tucker, Click, and Cannon, your top 10. We'll go through the final results here after we talk to our top 3. Get these guys to pull them around here on our front stretch. Just waiting for Mr. Semmelman. Car is parked. That should be good for us right there. We'll see what camera angle looks the better. Right there. That looks fantastic. Let's grab these guys. Alex Bergeron, Jason Nygaard, and Austin Simmelman. Let's get Alex in here. Alex Bergeron, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, man. It has been a minute since we have seen you in the Monday Night Series, but a fantastic run. You battled with your teammate and Austin Simmelman there pretty much the entire race, man. Tell us what was going on and how bad was the slick track out there?
It was not bad at all. It was actually pretty fun. It was a good race with Jason there and Austin. Austin got by both of us with the caution, and he just settled down in the middle. And I think it was a bit better there in the middle. Probably a different gear, a bit less fuel maybe. But it was a pretty good race. Everyone was so close, and I was going on the top and decided to just run the bottom because that was my only option. Jason was running the top, and he was not going to go away from the top like that. So I just had to run the bottom and hopefully to get a good result here. Second and third is pretty good. After a rough night in the qualifying series for Jason, I think second place is well deserved there.
Yeah, I was watching, and, we kid him a lot about getting into the fence a bunch, but he sure does like to go up there against that cushion. He never really relinquished that spot. When he does stuff like that and you're his teammate, I know you usually like to feed off the bottom, but you were following him there on one end of the track. What made you stray away from the bottom?
I wanted to run the bottom because I didn't want to be behind or having something happen. Especially at the first couple laps, the line was better on the top, so it's pretty much the only way I was being able to keep up because the top was there, and we had a good run. It's just the bottom was a little bit slower there, and at the end it came back in. That's why Austin was so good on the bottom. Well, actually, it was not completely bottom; it was quarter of the way up the racetrack in the slick where the rubber were at. So I just ran the bottom and tried to do something, But Jason did a pretty good job, and like I said, I think it's a very good result here.
Well, a great showing for you guys, second and third tonight, man. Some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you celebrate with your teammate, buddy.
Absolutely. Team of eSports, dual crew, Jason, Rebecca. Jason did a fantastic job tonight. Congrats to him for a second. And, all these guys out here are pretty good. We've seen all these Swindell guys and Austin as well. So, pretty good guys here, pretty good tough field. So, it's pretty nice to be here. All of our partners, CSI Shocks, Bill Logic App, VK Designs, Smiring Farm Equipment, all of your partners as well on Jason's car. And, you guys for broadcasting, doing an awesome job, Roger. And, DSRL for putting the series on. It's nice to be here, and to have that kind of competition is nice. So.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we look forward to seeing you later this week, buddy.
Thank you, Roger.
Third place finisher, Alex Bergeron. Let's move on to his teammate. Finishes second tonight. We don't get to talk to him much here. We usually get to talk to him in the ambulance afterwards. Jason Nygaard, you there, buddy?
What's up, Roger?
Well, normally I'm used to talking to you as you ride away in the emergency unit there because you fenced it or something. But tonight, man, a great run for you. You come home second, man. Talk to us about the feature, the pole dash win, and this great run.
Well, I kind of got lucky in my heat race win because that was a stacked heat I was in. Pole dash, just got to the high side and just kept my foot basically through the floorboard and tried to hit all my marks best I could on that very thin high side.
Well, a great run, and then a good battle between you and Alex, and then, Mr. Silverman pokes his nose in there, and the next thing you know, he got around the both of you. How hard was it trying to run him down them last 15 laps?
If I could hit the high side right, I could gain a little ground, but, it's sketchy out there, so, I'll take a solid run considering I barely ever get to run Monday nights because I'm usually busy with World Championship stuff with Alex. So solid run for me and him, and congrats to Austin on the win.
Yeah, rarely get to see that 22 machine out here. It's good when we do. And, tonight you kept that thing up front, kept it on TV a lot. A great run for you. Who's on the car helping you out? We'll let you go celebrate with your teammate. A great run tonight.
Gotta give a shout out to Alex for all he does and up with all my crap over at Team ABR. All our sponsors on the car, CSI Shocks, the Pit Logic app, Next Gen Fab, Wicked Cushion, and Dirt Armada, and all the sponsors that you have, Roger, over here at DSRL. And thanks for broadcasting.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and I look forward to seeing you again as soon as possible, buddy.
Will do, man.
Your second place finisher, Mr. Jason Nygaard. We'll move on to our winner tonight, Austin Semmelman. Great run for you, buddy. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Like I said, a great run, man. You battled hard to get to the front. Alex and Jason, no tall order to get around them. Once you did, you kind of set sail.
Yeah, very good car late there. I was struggling a little bit early. It was a little too free, but found the middle there when they were kind of going back and forth at lines, and just moved to the middle and really had a good car there. So I was able to roll guys. I could roll to Alex's right rear, and I had an opportunity to slide them there for the lead. I got it, and then the yellow came out, so that was really lucky. So just a good break, and once I got the lead, I was just trying to be smooth and hit my marks.
It looked like a couple of pretty good lines to run out there. Where was your car really the best at? The middle?
Definitely the middle. I'm usually better on the bottom and middle in general, so that's why I ran in the heat race and ran second. So once the grip moves off the wall, I feel pretty good. So it's definitely a fun track. Lanier is one of the best tracks in my opinion to race at. I mean, you can kind of run anywhere. So glad we were able to do that and put on a show there.
Well, a fantastic run, man. You pick up another victory. I think you're going to extend your points lead out here a little ways. Not sure how far just yet, but awesome job by you. Who's on the car helping you get this thing done so we can let you go celebrate?
Yeah, thanks, Roger. I just want to thank Scott King at Scott King Designs, Drew Neal at 19 Design, and Scott Bargeloff with Accelerated, and everybody at Tony Stewart Racing for always helping out and supporting me and having fun. So thanks for you, as well as you putting this whole deal on.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and hopefully you'll get here on time this Thursday.
Oh yeah, we had the hauler breakdown last week, so hopefully we'll get that taken care of for this Thursday.
All right, buddy. Thanks for chatting with us. Look forward to seeing you later in the week, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Roger.
All right. That is your winner, Mr. Austin Semmelman. Let's run through our results. Semmelman first, Nygaard was second, Bergeron was third. Josh Steinke comes home in the fourth spot. Mad Max Stambaugh fifth. Little Hurricane Mason Hannigan comes home sixth. Cody Olson was seventh. Kendall Tucker eighth. Click was ninth. Blake Cannon 10th. Peyton Grease in 11th. 12th to Christopher Monroe. Richie Preston 13th. 14th John Harper 15th. Jeff Stewart. Michael Sheridan in 16th. David Flick in 17th. David Diller 18th. Eric Wilkie comes home 19th. And Shea Paulo rounded out the field. Another week in the books. Fantastic run by a lot of guys. Good to see several of these guys back out here. Nygaard, Bergeron on a Monday night. Max Stambaugh, always fun to have him in here racing with us. Appreciate you guys spending part of your Monday with us. Don't forget tomorrow night, 9:15 Eastern, Sim 500 Dirt Division. 360 Sprint cars back in action for them. And then a Wednesday, Dirt Slingers Wednesday Warrior Modified Series, 8 o'clock Eastern. And at 8 o'clock Eastern on Thursday, the Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series will be in action. A full week of racing once again. For myself, KR Stolfus and Dominic Santina here at the Dirt Racing Network. Appreciate everybody spending their time with us, guys. Until we see you the next time, keep it dirty, everybody.